Good morning, we are back at the Noblesville Farmers Market today. It's kind of hot outside, a little sticky, a little muggy. I looked at some of my candles and some of them had melted and formed into weird shapes since the last time, so that's fun. I had to put one of them away and the bugs have been attached to me, so we'll see how today goes. I'm really hoping it'll go really well. I'm glad to be back at the Noblesville Farmers Market just because of just the vibe here, the energy here, and everything that comes with doing this market. I'm really happy to be back here. So I'll be doing some check-ins today and hopefully we can make a good profit.
Smell so good. And you make these?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I know.
I would order 500.
Exactly. That would be great.
Hello. This has been a very good day for me today. I'm very glad I'm back in Noblesville. This is what my stock is looking like. I'll show you a video of the table. This is a new candle, it's beeswax. This is a new soy one, super outdoorsy, and then this is another new soy one. It smells like chai latte. I had to put the lid on the Hobbiton one because it was melting a little bit. That's what you get with the sun, but they're not melting super bad today, so I'm not complaining that bad. I am sweating though. But it's still a really good day. Some good music, some good live performance, having an all-around good day.
Hello, I am right in between my two events, so I wanted to talk a little, just really briefly. Saturday went really well for me, and I've decided from looking at my Square reports, which by the way, if on Square, you use Square to sell anything and you don't have if you just have a basic item, I'll give you an example, 6-ounce candles like I make, and then you're just not categorizing which scent is selling or which specific thing. I even have makeup bags, so I have makeup bags, and then which specific print is selling, then you're missing out completely on using the reports category in Square. I was doing this in the beginning because I was like, oh, I just want a really fast checkout. Just hit the button however many times, however many candles somebody wants, and then bada bing, bada boom, it's done. I was missing out on the complete, for almost about two, three, maybe even 4 events. So, you know, a good portion of what I've been doing so far. I'll have a lot more events this year, but now from that, I don't know what was bestsellers other than what I have specifically written down from those events. So now I have to add those into my reports. Anyways, that's how I was tracking it. So at least I was tracking it, but Square, tracks it for you if you put in the scent. And I've realized since doing this that actually I always thought, based on how many people pick it up and how many people I feel like buy it, that my best seller was Snowbird at the moment. Honestly, my best seller was something I was going to discontinue, which was Kamehameha Highway. You know, I feel like the very first event I went to, which was Shipshawana on the Road in March, it was in Valparaiso. I got so many comments on the Kamehameha Highway candle of people just, you know, when you look at Kamehameha, a lot of people say Kamehameha. I don't, I'm like trying to, Kamehameha. That's what they say. They say Kamehameha. It's Kamehameha. Whatever. Doesn't matter. That does not deter people. I thought that that would deter people, and I asked my boyfriend for advice. He also thought that that would deter people from the candle. No, people don't care. They're like, oh, that's how you pronounce it? Okay, great, whatever. Like, that's fine. What was deterring people at Shipshewana was the smell of it. And so I was fully convinced, like that first show, like fully convinced me that Kamehameha Highway was just a bad scent all around, and I was just going to try to get through all of my stock of it and be done with it. As of right now, it is, what, like June 29th? I have no more Kamehameha Highway because it is my best seller. It is my best seller in 6 ounce. My best seller in 12 ounce, surprisingly, is Midnight Michigan. Not surprisingly, because it was in runner-up for, it, like, my top 3 scents are Kamehameha Highway, Snowbird, so I was correct about that, and then Midnight in Michigan. Snowbird and Midnight in Michigan are tied for 6 ounce. And then it's like the exact same thing, but reversed, Midnight in Michigan, Snowbird, Kamehameha, for the 12 ounces, which I find really interesting because I always, like, based on how many people have bought, and maybe, you know, the numbers are a little skewed and I need to add in these reports from other things, but I always thought that honestly, like, Snowbird was my best seller since I've introduced it, but before that was Holland and Spring. A lot of people like the name, a lot of people like the scent, and I was like, yeah, that's it, but it's Kamehameha Highway, which is really crazy. So, what I'm trying to say is, you know, just because one event, something doesn't sell, doesn't mean it will never sell. Doesn't mean that you can't go somewhere else and it will be a bestseller. And I'm specifically talking about the Noblesville Farmers Market because I sell more Kamehameha candles there than I do anywhere. Now, I will be rebranding it to a different name. It's going to be called Mermaid Lagoon. I love the Mermaid Lagoon and Peter Pan, even though they are definitely trying to kill Wendy. But I love, like, the aesthetic and the vibes of it. So I wanted to name something that was along the lines of, like, being related to something. I wanted to name that one after a media nostalgia because I'm going to be coming out with another candle called On the H3, which is a completely different scent, but it's like, it smells like warm sand, or what I envision like warm sand on like a hot beach day would smell like. And so that is specifically inspired by Oahu. I don't want every single ocean candle inspired by my trip to Oahu. So I'm changing up the name, and also so that people don't have to ask me like how to pronounce this, or that isn't a deterrent factor. I really don't think it was, but I just want to make sure it's completely not deterrent at all. And I feel like Kamehameha Highway, when I think of beachy, I think of more what the smell of On the H3, or I even think of like Salty Sea Air, which I have not been able to find in a candle, like fragrance oil. And so when I think of Mermaid Lagoon, now the scent that I use for Kamehameha, that fits that name a little bit more as well. I'm like, I could definitely see this because it smells more of fresh water, that citrus, you know, like it gives more Mermaid Lagoon compared to Kamehameha Highway. That's just my opinion. I'll put up the label up here as like a little sneak peek. I have no clue when I'm going to be re-releasing these core scents. I'll probably do it like sometime in September, or at this, like either at the same time that I don't want to do it at the same time that I release my fall scents, because I'm going to be doing like a split launch. August 1st, I'm going to be releasing all fall scents, and then either by the last week in August or September 1st, I'm going to be releasing my winter scents. Now I have way more fall than I do winter. I only have 2 winter scents. And so I'm thinking that all of the reworked main scents that I'm going to be putting out, I put out with my winter. So I put like a winter and core collection together.
Okay, hopefully you can hear me okay, but I'm here at Abner Orchard in Marion, Indiana. I'm setting up for the Grant County Pride Festival. I'm here by myself today, like set up and tear down and all throughout. but I'm one of the last vendors, it seems. One of the last. There's like a few other ones to set up last. So you see it starts in about an hour. Very, very hot and humid out here. It will not take me an hour to put together my display. So let's see if I can get some good clips. Sorry if you can hear the generator running in the background. There is a barbecue stand like right over there that needs a generator. So hopefully I can get some good clips, and then once I find my tripod, I'll put you on that and you can look at the front. Okay, we have switched to my phone because my camera ran out of storage. I definitely need to get a bigger SD card, but I'm all set up. Little hot, little rainy. We'll see how the turnout comes around, but I'll show you the market from my view and then I'll show you my booth. Okay, so this is my booth up close. I don't have very many scrunchies left. Some things got a little wet, I will say, because of the rain, but here we are. All my new ones. I need to move some stuff because I had to move the tables back a lot so that the rain would stop getting on them. But just the normal, usual setup, looking cute. So it's a little wet outside, and there's a drip in my tent, like right above me, and it keeps like dripping on me. So cute. This rain is supposed to let up in about 10 minutes, so we'll see about that, because it really doesn't feel like it's going to, but you know, rain, it pours and it just stops. It's currently like 5:30 right now, like 5:20, like almost 5:30. So we're getting there. We got like 10 minutes till 5:30, and that's when it's supposed to stop. So the rain stopped a couple hours ago. It's currently 8 o'clock now. The drag show is about to start, and so there's no one out walking around. So I think I'm gonna pack up and head out early. But I've been able to read, I think, like 2 or 3 chapters of my book today. I was reading this book before that was like, I forget what it was called, but it was like super like realistic to what something that could happen in real life, and I was like, oh my god, I can't read this right now. So this is like real life story too, but I feel like it's a little less realistic or less like jarring and putting me into a panic. But this book is called The Mermaid Chair. This is by the author who wrote The Secret Life of Bees, and I've seen the movie and I love it. And so I've been loving this book so far. Like it's been really good. I've been reading, you know, a chapter a day when I wake up in the morning and then doing a meditation. So it's been really good for that. But the drag show is just now starting and there's just been like nobody. But I made my sales goal today, so I'll show you the booth, show you the crowd, and then probably end up packing up. At the end of the day.
bit a bunch by mosquitoes, and I still have my little pan pride flag out, so Sorry about the AC in the background, but I wanted to update you on this situation. So a couple weeks ago, I put a clip in my video that I had won a wax melter from Black Tie Barn, and indeed it has arrived. It's been here for a while. I've used it. It's great. And I just want to read like the comment that I left and then essentially like what they said to it. So in the video, Mike, who's from Special K's Beer Candles, was talking about how people were being so nice in the community and the essentially like the camaraderie around it, and I really felt deeply with that. And coming from the fashion industry, it feels like everybody is in competition. There is no camaraderie unless you are in some type of other point of the fashion industry, aka designer and model, or stylist and designer, something like that, but not designer and designer. Like, it never felt like there was any sort of camaraderie, and the entire time going through fashion school, it felt like everybody was my enemy. And not because everybody was, but that's just everybody looked at everyone else as competition. And so I left a comment saying, he's definitely right, he being Mike, is definitely right about the camaraderie within the candle community. It was super unexpected when I started, coming from an industry that being nice is not the case. And so Mike, Special K Beer Candles, said 1000% agree. Just look at all the positive and supportive comments on this video from the candle community. And then Wade from Black Tie Barn said, congrats, you won the wax melter. If interested in it, please let me know and shoot me an email. I said, OMG, no way, messaging support now, thank you so much. A little like crying emoji with like a D, like a little happy open face, because I do emoticons, because that's just who I am. And then just 2 days ago, Special K Beer Candles said, you won, congrats. And it was just so funny that this comment I left was about camaraderie and people being so nice, and then they gifted me the wax melter. It was like, oh my god, people are really that nice. So let me show you the wax melter. It's a lot bigger than I expected, and when I got it, I was like almost brought to tears because of how much bigger it was. So let me show you. So this is my storage station, so don't judge, but this is the wax melter, okay? Look how big it is. I was expecting this size. So they are both 2 auto wax melters, and this is the one that I bought for myself. It's like their smallest one. It's $80 on the website. And so I was expecting this because in the video, he pointed to a black one of this, like of this kind. He said, I'm going to be giving away one of these. And I was like, oh, that would be so cool. I can then separate beeswax and soy wax into different melters. So I was fully expecting that, but got this instead, which is 2 times the amount of my original Mr. Green one. That's what I call it, Mr. Green. In addition to this, I also got wicks, which I don't use cotton wicks, but I got wicks, I got wick setters, and I got this big metal spoon over here. I got this big metal spoon that I will actually use. Like, look, and you see I've actually already used it, to stir the wax inside of here. Like, crazy. So now my new melter, wild. So now my new melter is the one that I'm going to be using specifically for soy, because I do, like, as of right now, like 98% of my candles in soy, and I only have 1 beeswax candle, so it will be to my little melter. But it is just crazy that I won, and I just remember being in complete and utter shock that I won. And I just sat there being like, this isn't real. Like, this isn't real. Like, how is this even real? Like, it was just crazy. It was so crazy. I did this a while ago and I didn't think anything of it, so I forgot to say it, but if for some reason you really want a 2 auto wax melter, I have signed up for their affiliate program and would receive like 10% commission off of the link that you use in my description if you wanted to get a wax melter and then support me with that 10% commission. So if you wanted to do that, then link is in the description below. The one that I got, obviously I got it from a giveaway. I won it for free, but if you want to directly support me in the channel by buying one because you've seen them in my videos and you want to try it out, then I have a commission link in my description, which is really crazy for me to say, but I just signed up for it. So do what you want with that information. You don't have to if you don't want to, but it is there if you want to use it. thank you all for watching this video today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. If you have any comments about anything, if you have any helpful tips, suggestions, or even places I should go in Indiana to vend at, just leave it down in the comment section below. I would love to hear your feedback, and I love talking to people in the comment section. So thank you all for watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one.